the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with Northwestern's head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Yellow Jackets ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. With the catch, it's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Moving out to the right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Looking for room. It's Hosley. Got a little grass. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He's got the tight end. There he goes down the right side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
They'll run it. It's Hosley. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Spins away from the defense. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Hosley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
With the draw, it's Hosley. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored up.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Mendoza. Snagged in the middle, it's Hosley. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
So I have to put DBs in. They won't play the ball.
Seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to keep it in the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. It'll be incomplete. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to the ground with the running back. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Running into the open space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Farrell. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Harris. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Using his legs, it's Hosley. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Makes it past the marker. Bust through. Just shedding tackles. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house.
Number 90, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Hosley. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Allen. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Makes the grab on the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. It's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Caught over the middle. It's Addison. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the red zone, looking for a man. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Blue Raiders looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense. By converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Why won't they play the ball? I don't understand.
Such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Hosley. Turning it on. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season. They found a really good one. Already over 300 yards passing in this.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense putting points on the board.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job.
Let's fucking go.
Putting in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Off the play fake on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got his man. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Allen. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then he gets...
Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the
They're too
heat to
slow.
make a
They
stop
just
here.
run away from the linebackers.
If at first you don't succeed, try
Can't do it.
again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They can make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Childs. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. After a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Wagner. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. Got it! First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Northwestern! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The Wildcats are right back on top.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Back to throw, it's Childs. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Powell. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. Here's a little room there. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Childs. Finds his big tight end.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Finds his back in the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Childs. throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He smashes his way through again. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. The Wildcats are right back on top.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Working that left side now. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. And here's the return. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They want that clock to run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to
let's try to sit on this halfback check down.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first. There's some room.
Wow, what can I do now? I mean, I thought 5-2, man.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking for space. It's Hosley. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Running behind that left side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Makes it past the marker. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Maybe some room here. Shakes off the defender. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He scores for the 5th time in this game. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. Picks up the 1st down.